Look at your latest paycheck. Now look at your bank account balance today. You are making the most money you have ever made in your entire life. You earn more than your parents did at your age. You finally hit that salary goal you dreamed about 5 years ago. So why, tell me, do you feel so incredibly poor? Why does it feel like you are just one missed paycheck away from total disaster? If this hits close to home, sit down. Don't scroll away. I have been watching this exact tragedy destroy good, hardworking people for decades. I watched it happen during the runaway inflation of the late 1970s. I saw it shatter lives when the dot-com bubble burst in 2000, and I saw it completely wipe out the middle class during the 2008 financial crash. And I will be painfully honest with you, in my younger days, I fell into the exact same trap. I thought earning more money was the magical cure to all my problems. I was dead wrong. Before I tell you why your money keeps evaporating, let me make one thing crystal clear. I am not a certified financial advisor, and this is not personalized financial advice. I am just an old man sharing the scars I've earned from a lifetime in the markets. I am not here to sell you a quick fix. I am here to tell you the truth. What you do with this truth is entirely up to you. Always do your own research. Here are the 10 brutal reasons why you are always broke no matter how much you make. Number 1. The invisible disease of lifestyle creep. Once I get this promotion, I'll finally be able to save half my income. I used to whisper that lie to myself every single year. Here is the psychological trap. Human desires are like a gas. They expand to fill whatever space they are given. When your income goes up by 30%, you don't maintain your old life and save the difference. No, you unconsciously upgrade your baseline. You move to an apartment with a better view. You lease a car that smells like fresh leather. You stop looking at the prices on the menu. Money rushes in through the front door, but your upgraded lifestyle is standing at the back door, shoveling it right back out. The reality you must accept: a high salary does not build wealth. Wealth is exclusively determined by the gap between your ego and your income. If your ego grows faster than your paycheck, you will die broke. Number 2. Using your money as an emotional band-aid. I worked 60 hours this week. My boss is a nightmare. I deserve to treat myself. Sound familiar? Back in my 30s, whenever the stress of the market got to me, I would buy expensive watches I didn't need. I convinced myself it was a reward. In reality, it was self-medication. When you are exhausted, buying something new gives your brain a cheap 2-hour hit of dopamine. You feel powerful when you swipe that card. But by the next morning, the thrill is gone. The stress of your job is still there, but now your bank account is lighter. You are essentially using your hard-earned money to buy a temporary escape from the very job you work at to make that money. It is a vicious, endless circle. The reality you must accept: stop using your future financial freedom to heal your present-day stress. Find a way to rest that doesn't cost you your future. Number 3. The illusion of phantom purchasing power. When your salary increases, the banks notice. Suddenly, they offer you platinum credit cards with massive limits. You start thinking, I can just put this vacation on credit. I make enough to pay it off eventually. This is phantom capital. It tricks your brain into feeling richer than you mathematically are. When you use credit for lifestyle expenses, you sever the psychological pain of paying. You begin living in the future, spending money you haven't even earned yet. And when that high salary is suddenly eaten up by compounded interest from things you bought 6 months ago, you feel suffocated. The reality you must accept: your credit limit is not your money. It is a trap set by people much smarter than you, designed to keep you on a treadmill until you drop. If you can't buy it in cash twice, you cannot afford it. Number 4. The leaky bucket effect. I keep a strict budget for my rent and my car payments, so these little daily purchases don't really matter. Let me tell you something about ships. The Titanic wasn't destroyed instantly. It took hours for the water to fill the compartments. Your finances work the same way. You don't go broke because you bought one expensive house. You go broke because of 5 unused streaming subscriptions, everyday premium coffee, convenience fees, and food delivery charges. You are bleeding out from 1,000 tiny paper cuts. A $10 charge feels invisible, but stack 50 invisible charges together over a month, and suddenly, a massive chunk of your wealth has vanished into thin air. The reality you must accept. You must audit your bank statements like a ruthless detective. Plug the tiny leaks, or they will sink your entire life. Number 5. Confusing trophies with actual assets. I am buying this designer bag and this luxury car as an investment in myself. Before the 2008 crash, I saw so many young professionals buying luxury goods, thinking they were accumulating wealth. When the crash happened and they lost their jobs, they tried to sell those investments. They quickly realized the market didn't care about their brand names. Here is the only definition of an asset you will ever need. An asset puts money in your pocket while you sleep. A liability takes money out of your pocket the second you buy it. Cars, clothes, and high-end tech gadgets are not assets. They are depreciating liabilities designed to make you look rich to strangers. The reality you must accept. Stop buying trophies. The truly wealthy drive normal cars and wear plain clothes because their money is busy working for them in the background. Number 6. The myth that a high income equals safety. I work in a booming industry and make 6 figures. I don't need to hoard cash for an emergency. I heard tech workers say this in 1999. I heard mortgage brokers say it in 2007. High earners develop a lethal overconfidence. Because money flows in easily every month, they take on massive mortgages and zero cash reserves. But markets turn, industries shift, layoffs happen overnight. When your high income suddenly drops to zero, but your high fixed expenses remain, you are dead in the water. Within 3 months, you will be forced to sell your life at a massive discount just to survive. The reality you must accept. Your salary is not a safety net. It is a temporary pipeline. True financial security is measured by how many years you can survive if that pipeline is permanently shut off tomorrow. Number 7. Running a race against ghosts. All my colleagues are taking trips to Europe and living in luxury downtown apartments. If I don't keep up, I'll look like a failure. Decades ago, we only compared ourselves to the 3 houses on our street. Today, you open your phone and compare your behind-the-scenes reality to the heavily edited, financially irresponsible highlight reels of millions of people. When you make more money, you enter new social circles. If you attach your self-worth to keeping up with the spending habits of your new peers, you will never win. I have met executives pulling in $2 million a year who lay awake at night sweating over debt just because they were trying to outspend their neighbors. The reality you must accept. Comparison is the absolute thief of wealth. Real financial peace requires you to stop caring entirely about what other people think of your lifestyle. Number 8. Operating without a mechanical system. I don't need to automate my savings. I will just save whatever is left over at the end of the month. This is the biggest lie of all. Let me save you 20 years of frustration. There will never be anything left over at the end of the month. The modern world is engineered by thousands of brilliant marketers who spend billions of dollars figuring out how to extract your cash. Your sheer willpower is no match for them. If you don't assign a specific job to every single dollar the moment it hits your account, the world will assign a job for it. The reality you must accept. Wealth is built through boring, automated systems. Pay yourself first. Automate your investments the very day you get paid, and force yourself to survive on the leftovers. Number 9. Being blinded by nominal numbers. My salary went up by 8% this year. I'm definitely getting richer. I lived through the inflation spikes of the early 1980s where prices changed weekly. I learned a bitter lesson. The number on your paycheck is meaningless. Purchasing power is all that matters. If your income increases by 8%, but the cost of housing, food, and energy goes up by 10%, you are mathematically poorer than you were last year. You feel broke because the structural cost of staying alive has quietly outpaced your hard work. The reality you must accept. Do not let a bigger paycheck make you comfortable. You must invest your money into assets that outpace real inflation. Otherwise, your cash is melting like an ice cube in the summer sun. And finally, number 10, the moving goalpost syndrome. Once I hit 100,000 a year, everything will be perfect. Then I will finally learn how to manage my money. No, you won't. I promise you. Money is purely a magnifying glass. It takes your existing habits and amplifies them. If you cannot manage $5,000 with discipline, giving you $50,000 will only lead to a bigger, more spectacular disaster. We always move the goalpost. You reach the milestone, you feel happy for a week, and then you look at the next mountain. If you do not find financial contentment right where you are, with the resources you have in your hand today, no amount of future money will ever fill the void. The reality you must accept. Financial peace does not live in the future. It is a discipline you must practice today. Making a lot of money is a great skill, but keeping that money and using it to buy back your freedom, that requires true wisdom. You work too hard to have nothing to show for it. Stop feeding your ego, stop buying things to impress people you don't even like, and start building a fortress around your future.